Hello there, wrestling fans, and welcome to another episode of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I'm your host, without his hat on, Joe Panther, Panther, and man, happy Monday, everybody, even though Garfield would be so pissed me saying that. Man, today's guest is another awesome list on my awesome Canadian Wall of Fame. Let's give a warm Dudes at Ringside, welcome to Black Widow Eve. Welcome, Black Widow Eve, to Dudes at Ringside. Awesome. Welcome. So, if our internationally known fans, the Ringside crew, is not familiar with you, introduce yourself.
Well, thank you for having me first. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm the Black Widow Eve. I'm in the Quebec scene for a while now, so let's do this.
Okay. So, let's go back to the beginning, Eve. So, who trained you?
At first, it was Régent Desaulniers,
Hmm.
old wrestler since my God, he's 83 years old now. So
Wow.
old school training.
Ooh.
And yes, and after that, I go with Scott Damore, Johnny Devine, and John Bolin.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So,
for three
what kind of
months.
advice did they give you that you keep to this day with your wrestling career?
Whoa. I remember one. Okay. I remember one thing when I first met Scott Damore, Johnny Devine, and all these guys. It was wrestling. Your success is not about who you are. It's about who you know. It's not really it's more something that stay in my mind. But a great advice is, even if there's a small company or a big company, Drew Onyx used to say it at every of his shows at Torture Chamber. Is that even if it's a big or a small show, even if you perform uh, in front of four people, four person, or 1,000, you give your 100%. You give your best, no matter what. Yeah.
Awesome. Yes, when you're totally right, Eve. Like me with podcasting, one interview may go like flat and just be like, that person was so really into it, but I only got 3 views. But for me, I take that as that's just a bump in the road, and I just keep going. Like
Yeah.
I was with a partner, and now I'm doing it solo, and I've been interviewing everybody the likes of like
Mm-hmm.
Riho and people like that.
Yeah.
So let's let's go a little further.
And you
When
never
you
know
Yeah.
who is in the room.
Yeah, you never know who's watching. I
Never.
think for you, like, what was your energy like in your very first match?
My very first match, it was horrible.
Oh, jeez.
Oh yes, oh yes. It was on a beach. We set up the ring on a beach. So the ring was so hot. It was a plastic. Yeah, sorry for my English.
No,
And
no, I'm like, "Oh, no." I'm like, "Ugh." I lived on Long Island, so, like, the beach was part of my home, and I'm thinking you can't see it because like, RoboCop style, you can't see it behind my eyeballs, and I'm like, that is on the list of I've never been at a wrestling show actually on a beach. I went to a wedding at a beach. I went to a wedding on a beach. Never been to a wrestling show. So
oh,
it was so hot. Like
so hot.
being in a ring on the beach, weren't you scared that the tide would come in and sweep away the ring?
That's the thing. Like every time your skin touched the ring, it was like it
Ooh.
was so hot. You have the sun right on you. You sweat, and a lot of wrestlers use baby oil. So mix it all together. You slip. You. It's yeah. It it was awful,
Oh
and
my
it was a
gosh, that's
20 minutes
horrible.
match.
Wait, 20-minute match?
Yes.
You're a piece of chicken by the end of the match, girl. Oh my god.
Yeah. Fried chicken.
Who wants some fried, uh, some fried Black Widow
Hi,
on?
Black Widow.
Jeez. So, my question for you is like, what kind of wrestling style would you consider yourself like
Old
doing?
school.
Old
I
school.
love old school. We
Okay.
see a lot of acrobatic and yeah, a lot of jump from or jump or flip from the third rope and all this stuff. I love the old school. You scratch the eyes on the ropes. You can have a good reaction from the crowd just doing this, and you don't hurt anybody. You don't take too much risk, and you can work a lot and you can work good with old school stuff. We
Awesome.
have to remember that old school wrestling made wrestling of today. Without the old school, we didn't go where we are now. So
Mm. So my question for you, Eve, is like, if you could be any other spider but a Black Widow, what kind of spider would you be and why?
a spider?
Yeah, any other spider in the spider world, what other spider would you like to be but a Black Widow?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not a. I don't know a lot of spiders,
Okay.
but
Okay.
Black Widow was kind of good because I love black, and the Black Widow is all black with a red
Mm,
mark on her back, so that's why the red lips. So the shiny black body with the red sign in her
mm.
back. So that was perfect for me.
Yeah.
But I
I
don't
that
know
was
about
actually
other
tying in
spiders.
my question to you, like, what made you come up with the name? Like, who helped you get the name Black Widow, or was it just something you did, or like, was it a coach or like a
That's
promoter?
a yeah, that's a good question because I stopped wrestle for maybe 2 years, and I go to the hairdresser, and she loved wrestling, and she was like, I'm sure I saw you somewhere. I was like, maybe. Did you wrestle before? I was like, yes. That's where I saw you. And she was like, I want to begin. I was like, do it, girl. And I was like, she was like, yeah, but I don't want to do it alone. Would you mind to do it with me? I was like, of course, yes. So, and she become very popular. Like she's Kat Von Gott with
Mm,
Oz McGutt. So yes, Oz and Kat are the ones who give me the Black Widow's name.
mm.
Yeah.
Wait, cat? Is it cat? The cat. Oh my gosh, I just had a cat for Canadian Wrestling Week. That is cat. Oh my gosh, I can't think of her
You
name.
got Kat Von East.
Yes,
She's
yes.
yes. No, that's not her.
I had
I
Cat
know
Von
her.
Heel. I had two cats. It was like I was in a cat factory. I had Cat Van Heels, and then I had Cat before her another cat. So I'm like, am I in a cat rescue? Is it dudes at cat rescue pod? Is it cats at ringside? Like, there's so many cats on this podcast. I'm like, I'm gonna have to give it. Well, we do have floofs at ringside. So, like, like what what kind of what kind of animals, if you could be, besides, here we go, another wrestling question. If you could be any animal character in the wrestling world beside the spider, what other animal would you like to gimmick to be besides the spider?
Uh, in my personal life, I own a horse. So I think I would like to be not the horse, but maybe a cowgirl, but a real cowgirl, not
You
the
have the outfit for it. You could do
yeah.
it.
I'm in my barn outfit right now, but
That's, what's
yes,
fun. You Some people say, "Oh, I have to go to the gym all the time." You live in a farm. So that's like going to the gym. You don't even have to jump off the top rope. You go on your horse and they have the horse run around you, jump on the horse. It's like jumping on a big dude or big woman
oh
and
yeah,
wrangle the horse and just run around. And if they say, "What'd you do all day?" You wrestling around the ring? No, I was chasing around a freaking horse all day.
I fight with a horse.
It's like wrestling with a 40-pound, 140-pound man or a woman. So,
It's nothing versus a 1,800 pounds animal.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, with you having animals, does it like make you treat people differently in the ring when you're handling those big animals onto the wrestlers, like lifting up and muscling around people?
Honestly, since I fight with my horse every day, I gain some strength. You know what I'm? Yeah,
Yeah, strength. Yeah,
yeah. Because I'm not a gym girl. I don't like the gym. I'm most out like activities outside and all this stuff. But since I have the horse, yes, in the ring I can see it. My legs are stronger, my arms are stronger, my back is stronger too. So
mm.
yeah. Yeah.
So, what is your daily like regiment like the week of a show? Like, what is like your daily like calendar like for the week of a wrestling show?
I wrestle every weekend.
Okay.
So I really try to split my personal life with the Black Widow like wrestling
Oh no, I
life.
mean like when the week of a wrestling show, what is like your calendar like? So it's like training, like this and that. Like what is it like before a show for you?
Nothing different.
Okay.
Nothing different. Like I do the same thing. I
Okay.
wake up, I go work, I go to the barn, take care of the horse, and the day of the show, that's the day before the show, that's where I prepare all my stuff and put everything in the car so I'm ready to go right after.
All right. So
Yeah.
what would sorry, Eve. What would you say like your all-time favorite food is?
My favorite food?
Yes.
Pasta.
Ooh. What
Yeah.
on it? What on it and what color sauce?
Oh my god. I love carbonaras.
Ooh, Cabernet. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But oh my, I love rosé, sauce rosé.
Oh, rosé.
That's
Okay.
my Italian side.
Ooh,
So pasta, yeah.
yeah. I got a question. Italian, like the Italian. Have you ever thought of wrestling anywhere else in the world, and where would that be?
I've been wrestled in USA. I got enough for Africa that I didn't go. That's the thing being a woman. The girls who go wrestle in different country alone, like honestly, these girls are amazing. They are courageous.
Yeah.
Like they have balls, honestly, because I'm too scared to go. But if I had one place I wanted to go would be Japan.
Mhm.
Japan is like,
You'd
I
be
think, the
popular there
dream.
with the name you have in Japan. The women will be like, "Yeah, Black Widow." They would love you there because they like those random scary character names. Because
Yes.
what's her name? The one that comes out like the monster with the half hair that's in wrestling. Can't think of her name. She was in NWA. I can't think. She's a big woman. I just saw her when I was in Brooklyn. I can't think of her name, but they. She goes to Japan and the crowd actually blows up. They're like, ah,
Oh
like
yeah.
yeah. So do you collect anything, Eve? Do you collect anything, Eve? Eve, I lost you.
Oh yes. Everything about Sailor Moon.
Okay.
That's my
All right.
girly side.
Oh yes. So my last question for you, Eve. If there is any young male or female watching this interview right now and they wanted to get into the wrestling business and they did not know where to turn, what kind of advice would you give them?
Oh my god, I'm gonna sound like John Cena, but never give up. You're gonna meet a lot of good people and you're gonna meet a lot of bad people. Like the world is 50-50. So um watch, hear, listen, and take all the good you can, and all the bad thing you can hear, transform it in the positive way all the time. Stay positive all the time and don't give up if for anything. It's your dream, it's your dream. It's not their dream. So go straight. That's it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Black Widow, for
Thank
taking
you.
my invitation to come on the podcast. It was an absolute pleasure. And I definitely would love to have you come back on a future episode. Maybe next year I'll be come back on to we could update whatever you're doing. And I hope you win as many I hope next time we hang out, your arms are full of championship title belts.
Thank
It's a
you.
ringside magic coming your way. Hear that, promoters in America, from all the promotions I know, PPW, everywhere, book this woman right here. Book her. She needs to be picked up. And PPW is one of the promotions I always work with. They're from Pennsylvania. Shout out to Paul Bow. Man, you need to get her in there. You need to have her go for the women's title in PPW in Pennsylvania. I'm Joe Panther the Third. Your turn.
Come on.
Your turn. Your turn. Say Black Widow. Your turn. Right. And we will catch you in the next one.